Hey guys, welcome back to Vampyr. I'm Ciarasteina, and we are heading into the theater. And I suspect the whatever pre-one has something to do with this outbreak. Not creepy at all. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now, she keeps hiding in her room, giving orders through little written notes, and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place, and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, at this time, all the theater's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water, since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this devilry. Wow. No body, but...
Woe
I can't run.
to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower...
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
I'm gonna guess the stage. God dang it. I was trying to run away and I couldn't in time.
I have been raised...
Let's not do that just yet. I want to see if there's other things I can glean from the situation before I confront her. Old Doris Fletcher's diary. 17th London, 1918. I saw her in the flesh, the witch from my childhood nightmares, the bitch that tortured me for years. I saw her and I shivered, her voice, her face. I knew she was in that hospital. I knew she was sick and wanted to witness her suffering. And I wanted to witness her suffering. I may have reinvented myself, become a famous actress, erase those wicked years from my memory, but I can't forget I'm her daughter. When I saw her frail body in that small bed, suffering, sick, defeated. Oh, is she what's her name's daughter? I had to hide my tears, for she was looking at me. She recognized me. She saw the hate in my eyes, and she smiled. My pale corpse of a mother, and the worst thing I felt no satisfaction seeing her in so much pain. The worst was not to suddenly remember the beatings and abuses. No, the worst was to recognize the hate I felt in my heart when she looked at me, for it was the same hate I saw in hers. For in the end, I can't escape being her daughter. We are the same, my mother and I. Yeah. I bet she's that old lady's daughter from the hospital that turned into a weird looking skull. Harriet, I believe her name is.
Alas, poor Doris. I knew her well.
Do I have to make a choice if she lives or dies? Because she's kind of infecting the entire area, so I don't know if I should let her live. We all know it's Doris, so why are they keeping up the charade? Strong blood serum. This just goes outside, right? Locked, so I'm gonna have to jump down from up top. Oh, that goes to the stage. See what happens if I just go in here. Oh, getting closer.
Will they adore me again
Probably not.
when they share my fate? For I
Here we go.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But
Does she
Doris
share?
Fletcher is
Yeah, she shares her
She was
mother's
consumed by this putrid flesh that
weird
now
thing. And
enshrouds
God,
her.
she's
You
tall.
feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Your blood, come to me, my servants. Your hand is shaking. I summon thee, my children of the night. Maim, spit, kill!
Jeez. Okay. Dang. Yeah, she looks like her mom.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
God, dramatic much?
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
New Doris Fletcher's Diary. London, 24th of October, 1918. Soon I'll be on the stage again, for my rehearsals are almost over. My minions are gathered around me, ready to follow my every command. Soon my audience will return, ready to applaud my art. The young, the gorgeous, my healthy audience, they'll return to their families, their beautiful houses, and happy lives, delighted by my performance. Shocked by my disguise, touched by my grace, my infected legacy. They'll spread the disease one by one, and they'll turn, and I'll be their beloved queen again, and they'll never forget me, and I shall have my revenge on the dirty trick fate played on me. Lovely. Okay. These guys have the book.
Return at a more convenient time. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
I'm guessing it's like in a sewer somewhere.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Where's the book? I'm guessing it's in that building. I just can't see it. Is there a way to get through there? Maybe I can go around? There we go. 'Cause your noise has been driving me insane. Go. Unlocking all the doors. Oh, I thought I opened it. Has this been opened? I think that's a yes. Alright, on to the Ascalon Club. I wonder if they've cleaned up since last time I was here. I think some of the containers respawn and some don't. I may be wrong with that. What is she doing here?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Interesting.
I must admit the Guard of Prewen impressed me. They must have spent years...
My man. So they are an item. Okay, I'm here. Now what?
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you.
Of course.
One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly.
Ah.
I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done,
Yeah, but he can die.
I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go,
All right?
why
Yeah.
Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Does he know I'm...
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then.
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
creepy.
Goodbye, Lord.
Alrighty then.
We repelled the intruders for now. But how long before they return?
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Oh.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls.
Do I
if
trust
the poor
her?
souls survive at all.
I don't know who to trust.
How
I
can you
mean,
be sure the information is
I've only
correct?
known her
I made
slightly
the
longer than him.
acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
I'd like to talk to that person.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall, and yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
I'm confused.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
I don't know what to do.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Take its head!
Okay, why is... Weird, okay. Keyboard was not responding for a moment. Okay, where's this church? Is this... Let's see what's up with these two.
Hello.
What can you tell me?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for...
Why would I be able to ask them about Aloysius?
Good evening,
Aloysius.
Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have...
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Nice T-pose.
Dr. Reed.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
Huh.
Good evening.
My mother...
Have you...
Yes. A very strange man.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss...
You know you can call me.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert
Her
died in an
fingers are
aeroplane
very
crash.
long.
Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Aha.
Goodbye for now.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
So I should talk to people.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Goodbye, Mr. Rust.
Okay.
Women's right to vote is only the...
Let's see what you say.
Good
about
evening,
your
and
mother's
good evening.
Idea on him.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant, the embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite...
God, I don't know.
Good evening, old...
I won't lie.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
Of course not.
You need some rest.
It's always been your house, Dad.
Good evening, Mr.
Can I help you, Doc?
What can you tell me about Aloysius?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London. Throughout the country, even.
But he a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale.
2 more people I can think. No, there's 3.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson, by any chance?
Well, I've never met the man personally, but I invested money in some of his companies when I came to London. A brilliant businessman.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura.
Is there anything to connect me to this city anymore?
Let's see what she has to say, if anything.
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. At least you survived the Great War. I feared... What do you...
What can you tell me about...
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him recently, but I don't know why.
What do you think about Clarence squandering his fortune on his obsession?
Soon we'll be poor, and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Goodbye.
At least you survived the Great War.
And there's that crazy lady over here. She's the last one I can talk to, I think.
I need to find...
Don't trust him. He's looking for the same thing I was. Rats? No, not rats. Something else. I don't remember.
When the crazy lady says don't trust him, I kind of don't
now.
trust him. Oh, I can ask the other guy, but I don't remember how to get to him.
Women of all countries unite!
It's always been your house, Dad.
How do I get to... Oh, hi there. That was dumb.
Stay away!
I don't remember where that dude is. Him. Just a moment. I know I'm like cheating, but in a tunnel beneath Temple Church, which can be accessed from the back of the building. Okay, I thought so.
Good evening.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Can you read the card?
The cards have nothing.
Really?
Can you read the
cards have nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Red River, a song in the dark, the whispers of a sun. So many signs to interpret. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
Okay, so these. There's like a pattern to step on them, but I don't see a pattern. Yes, please. Where are you guys going? I need some information on these boys. Don't mind me, I'm just standing here. But they're so, like, quiet, I can't understand them.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go?
Just being as cryptic as ever. I don't get it. I'm gonna talk to you right as soon as I can.
Good evening, Mr.
Why do I all...
Tell me more about your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them, but it's too hard to explain with mere words what I'm feeling. It's unclear, too confused.
Go on, please.
Where should I start? The world is chaos. Men go mad, and nature itself runs roughshod over us all.
This is not the first time mankind has faced a deadly epidemic. or a war.
Men kill each other while nature decides to kill them all. I don't know what scares me the most. Do you?
Both can be disastrous, and a combination of the two merely increases their potency.
And what if they were just a sign of worse disasters to come? Something of biblical proportions, I wonder.
How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though I've been waiting for him for ages. Perhaps it is my role in life to wait for him. Not a pleasant thought.
It could be dangerous for you, waiting here all night.
That's quite true. But what other choice do we have? We are waiting here until we finally go.
Mr. Baker, I have met many strange people during my life, but you are definitely one of the strangest.
Really? I don't feel particularly odd or weird. All I want to do is leave. What's wrong with that?
Why are you still waiting for this person?
What would be the point of going before meeting the man, as he's going to help us leave?
Pericles, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave. Perhaps we should stay a little longer. How can I tell?
And where exactly are you thinking of going?
In a place where I will finally have that feeling, to be where I belong. The world has to be meaningless chaos to make such a heaven plausible.
I do not get these
Goodbye,
guys.
Mr. Baker.
It's like they're honest, but so cryptic.
Hello again.
Tell me, how long have you...
I can't say for sure, since I have no watch. But the night is still young, and I am not tired.
Is that the most honest answer you can give me?
Yes, I think so. Why does it irritate you, sir? Is comprehension really that important to you?
Yes.
I'm a scientist. I try my best to understand things. I know the world has to obey unbreakable rules.
You know, or you want the world to obey such rules?
I know one thing. I do not understand who you are.
And it's better that way. What kind of life would we live if we could summarize a person in a few words or a few lines?
I think this is some sort of like
What
inside
are you
joke or
really
something.
afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer your question.
If you finally manage to leave London, where do you intend to go?
A happy place, that's for sure. A place where I can smile because I know the next day will be better than the previous one.
Such a place doesn't exist. There are never any guarantees that tomorrow will be a better day.
That would mean I have no hope left, and I just can't accept such a conclusion.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
I answered all, or like I got all their questions, and I still don't know what the frick they're talking about. So I need to go. Where do I need to go? That's weird. The main quest isn't telling me where to go. Huh. going to put that to the side. I'm gonna try to do this other. Oh, that goes to the. But I'm gonna do the other guy's quest. Maybe he'll have something to tell me. Wow. Alright. That works. Oh, yeah, too far again. Dang it. Up.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Okay. Do I have to go around front now? That's how I got in before. Perplexing.
It's locked, all right.
What? So I can't... You're a talkative one. I'm so confused.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
No more rats. Okay. Hmm. done interviewing. Well, that person's still talkative, so let's see. Guess I have to go here. It really bothers me that I can't figure out how to do that other quest. Like, all the doors are freaking locked now. I wonder if I have to come up from underneath it. Come on. Put the sword away. There you go. God, they're even sitting identically. Okay, so that's just my area. I already had that, so that didn't help at all. Remarkable saber.
Look at that! Oh my God!
I don't think I'm gonna turn him into my progeny. Let's see.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
I just don't know. Quest marker showed up finally. I want a house like this, jeez. Execution of John Francis Sparrow. John Francis Sparrow, 21, has been hung this morning in the prison of Pentonville, Mr. Sparrow was sentenced to death after being found guilty of a murder of his sister Alexandra Sparrow. Until the end, the man claimed he was innocent. No formal proof of his presence at the crime scene was ever brought to the court, but he has been sentenced to death and executed anyway. Scotland Yard refused to reopen the case despite the many holes in the chain of events which ended in the death of Miss Sparrow. Charles Albright, who conducted the inquiry for Scotland Yard, refused to answer any of our questions, but 3 weeks ago he was demoted without any official explanation. What a strange way to reward an efficient inquiry. Huh.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Yeah. Lots of loots.
It's locked, all right.
I mean, I could just kill him and say it didn't go well. I mean, he is a frail old man. But I'm really not liking the implications of turning him into a vampire.
It's locked.
And I don't like the fact that the vampires are using me to do this.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs, and the cold, so cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor.
Not with this
I'm a businessman.
attitude.
I'm used to tough decisions.
Those aren't tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
No, they haven't.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times.
Because when things like
England
that have
must
happened,
prevail,
people
Doctor,
just threw
no
their
matter
sick
the
over
cost.
the walls and got the other people sick.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Wow, that took a lot of fighting. Prepare to die. Achievement. Mesmerize level went up. Ugh. He's not gonna be happy. Actually, is there a loot?
It's locked, all right.
I think I only get the key if I actually kill him. Which is stupid, because I was there when he died. I could loot his corpse. Oh, shit. Shit. Here we go.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Vanished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Protect the Pembroke Hospital? What did I do? Oh, hi.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her.
It's kind of forcing a relationship between the two of them.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down.
I'm listening, but I do not...
Where is Lady...
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have...
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skal, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
I bet Lord Redgrave tried to,
No time to lose, then.
resurrect
I must
many
go
of
there
them.
right away.
I shall return to my den.
That's how they know he can't.
Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes.
Might as well go
Tell
with
her
it.
I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young...
I'm unfamiliar with this area. Yep. Wrong one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. When I come back, we will race to the hospital and hopefully nobody dies or not too many people. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.